This is the Carty Method Podcast.
Hey, welcome to the Carty Method Podcast. It is me, Carty. Welcome to week 23. It's Portfolio Lab, and it is Tuesday. Today, I look at images that you're considering for your portfolio. And week 23, you also have an assignment on deck that I gave you last week that I'm going to be looking at on Thursday. Week 23 is minimalist week. We are shooting minimalist images this week. So for Thursday, and by the way, this image, if you're submitting, is due tomorrow midnight Eastern time. What I need you to do is create a vertical image that uses clean lines, negative space, and a limited color palette to express the power of simplicity. If you're a people shooter, capture a portrait with a very stark or plain background and minimal styling. If you shoot places, focus on a single architectural or natural element. And if you shoot things, isolate a product or an object against a very simple background. And I'm asking for a vertical single image. This is a vertical page, like a cover. This is why this matters. Minimalism and minimalist images cut through the visual noise, which showcases your ability to communicate with clarity, but also restraint, which is an essential skill for high-end editorial and commercial work. So, this is Portfolio Lab. If you're interested in me helping you develop your work, I have some amazing photographers who have joined Portfolio Lab, and I am helping them develop their work. I'm not a yes man, by the way. If you're looking for somebody to just tell you you're great, you have lots of friends for that. What I'm trying to do is help you develop an industry standard portfolio that is going to get you client work, not work from people per se, work from businesses. And if your portfolio is good enough to get work from businesses and companies and magazines and clients, your portfolio is good enough to get work from people. I promise you though, businesses and companies pay more than people. Businesses have budgets. People do not. So you want to make a money at photography. Try to work for businesses over working for people. All right, let's get into our submissions this week. This is Tuesday. Again, I'm looking at people's photographs that they are considering for their portfolio. That's what we do on Tuesdays. So Gerard Danso. Can I keep this image in my portfolio? Shot with the 5D Mark III, 70-200, ISO 100, 12/50th of a second at 5.6. Shot in natural light. This is Gerard Danso. Gerard. So there's a couple of things wrong for me with this picture. To me, it's not exactly the right moment. There's some rules when you're shooting people walking. There's rules. The first rule is it's never the far leg first. It's always the close leg first. So the leg that's closer to camera. So basically you caught him on the step, but you caught him on the wrong step. And then there's also the place that he's not quite stepping, but the moment that you're supposed to shoot is as he's stepping and pushing off that back foot. So these legs need to be reversed. The front leg is always the leg that's forward, because when the back leg is forward, it gives you a direct shot to the crotch area. And if you can imagine this with a female walking in stride, now when that front leg is forward, it actually creates a nice line here, and it's the back leg that goes back here. So that dynamic is way more flattering. And again, the legs appear to be crossing. So for me, that's him in the step is the first thing. The second thing is the background. We've talked about you shooting in Ghana and all the amazing places that you could be shooting. I've talked about using a sky as a background. I've talked about establishing your rules. But this session, which you've done before, we've had this conversation, is not good enough. There's distractions. There's people in the background. Like, I see license plate. Like, this is just a guy walking down the street. And although he's wearing an outfit, you're competing with too many other things that are taking your eye away from him. And for me, this is now street photography. It's not lifestyle. And I've talked much about how we have to develop from street photographers to lifestyle photographers. And you're not a street photographer, but you made that look very much like street photography. The last thing I'm going to say is you have to look at the work of Jeff Lipsky and look at how Jeff Lipsky takes a moment that could be like, it's in the right location. It's in the right spot. For me, this just isn't in a spot that a high level photographer shoots it. This is just by the street. And being in Ghana, I know you have better locations there than this. So for me, this is not quite good enough for you, Gerard. And so this is a no for me. All right, let's go into our next photographer is Allison Diller. Allison says, I have an upcoming album cover session. They want a white backdrop. I'd love your feedback on perfecting the lighting for this. Should I ditch the white wall and only use my strobes so I can lower my ISO? Allison, I'm not even looking at the picture right now. But if your answer is, should I ditch the light wall, which is not going to be strobes, it's probably going to be LED, and it's definitely not going to be bright enough. And that means you have to up your ISO, which then means noise. Like, you already know the answer to this question. There is a textbook way to shoot white, and a light wall is not how we do it. We're pros. Sony A7R3 28-75 at 61 millimeter, ISO 800 7.1 at 1/200th of a second. This is an LED light wall on left. This is Allison Diller. Allison, thanks for submitting. So Allison, like, your exposure is just, it's kind of all over the place here, and the body language is not right. She's not comfortable. The way that she's leaning, look at how her hands are. Her hands aren't comfortable. And the crop is so claustrophobic. Like, if I now go to an 8x10, you can see how this doesn't work as an 8x10. What do we cut off? We cut her hands off, or we cut her head off. So you can see you're composing in such a way that you think that the frame is your frame, but this is not the frame. Your frame is shorter when you're shooting vertical than the camera shows you. You lose an inch on the top and on the bottom. This is what it's going to look like when you go to Instagram, but also when you go to a magazine. Like, it's 9x12 is kind of the proportion of the magazine. So you can't compose this tight. And also, if you want a perfect white, like, then why are you bringing that perfect white in from the side? So they want an album cover and they want a white wall, but you're shooting her on a textured wall instead of seamless. So if they want a white wall for their album cover, I'm expecting they want this, which is a perfect white. I'm assuming that they want a perfect white like this. And when you say album cover, well, I've shot tons of album covers on white. And I can look here and say, okay, this is Strombolopolis for Apple Music, perfect white. And Cardinal Official, album number 1, album number 2, album number 3, all perfect white. So there's a way to do it technically so it's perfect, and it's definitely not on a textured background. So I'm going to map it out for you so you see it and know exactly how to do a perfect white. So this is how it's done. Number one, you shoot on seamless. Okay, so you have a background, and this person is also too close to the background, way too close to the background. So, and this side light only is creating, it's not flattering on females usually. So if you want a perfect white, this is your seamless. Your seamless comes down like this and then curves and goes out to your people, right? So you're gonna assume that that's what a seamless looks like. So I'm gonna delete that, bring this back. So this is the top view of the seamless. You have 3 lights. The first light is 4 foot off the background. 4 foot, okay? And then let's put a light here. Okay, so that's 4 foot off the background. Now, the distance between here and here is determined by the seamless. And if you can imagine, your seamless is 9 foot. Then here, 4 foot off the background, you put your second light here. And then you measure the middle part, where the middle is. This light you aim here. This light you aim here. This light is at, say, the same power. It's at the same height. It's at the same power. It's at the same exactly flat angle. It's not aiming like this. It's not aiming like that. So 4 feet off the wall, and they're crossing the center. And then you take light meter readings here, 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 all the way across until you get, say, F22 across the back. Okay, now you have F22. Then you put your subject here, and you'll see that there's too much light bleeding on them left and right. Like, so you move your subject forward until the light is not touching her nose. And then you put a marker. So then that's your marker. And then now that you have F22 in the background, you want the front light to be 2 stops less than that. F22, F16, F11. So you want this to be F11. So now turn this light off, and then put your main light wherever you want it to be, like anywhere on this front axis. You can put your main light. With a female, I would put your main light relatively frontal, but high. So if your subject's head's here and your camera position is here, you have your light high up here. So it's pushing down, not close to camera. So it's aiming straight. So that's next. And then with these lights off, get F11 here, and then turn this light on, and shoot that at F11. And now you have 2 stops above, and you get this light here that I showed in my main portfolio. You get this light exactly. That's a background that's 2 stops over. The subject pulled out, so there's not too much wrap around. There's no light touching the nose. But you can see the highlights that are coming from the bounce that's coming off this background. And this is my website. This is the photo. So you can't, and you can see the edge of the photo right here. So you actually don't see the difference between my white. That's a perfect white. So Allison, I've spent quite a bit of time with you. If you're trying to make a white background, you cannot do it any other way than with 3 lights. And I've just shown you exactly how you do it. Yeah, definitely not a textured background. I hope that helps you. That is Allison Diller. And nail the posing, please, Allison. Nail the body language and nail the framing. And also keep in mind, even if you're cropping to a square, the body language is incredibly important. What, did I break your brain there with the mental math? I see the Matrix, man. This is, if you're asking me a question like that, like how to do a white background. I just read, like, can I do it with a light wall? It's like, no, you cannot do it with LEDs and a light wall. That's just not going to ever generate white. All right, that was Allison Diller. Matt Stone. Matt says, it's been a while since I submitted. This is a recent shoot with a local model. Shot inside a local library using natural light. Thanks in advance for your feedback. A7 III, 85mm 1.8, ISO 125, 3.5 on the F. 1/400th of a second. This is Matthew Stone. Matthew, thanks for submitting. This is it's a pretty image, but the light is not right on her face. And it's not flattering on her face. Whenever you have cross light, like you can see the light is coming in from here radically, but she's not looking towards the light, so the light can hit her. So you can see here, my light is here. I'm looking towards my light. So now when I look away from my light, look at how bad that light looks on my face because I'm looking away from it. So look at this shadow that's on my nose. Look at how this pushes all weird, and you see all the texture in my skin here because I'm turning away from my source. Look at the difference when I turn into my source and how much better and how much more flattering that light is on my skin. And look at this, when I now have the camera position aligned with where the light is, and when I'm turning and looking at my light source, how much better this is versus if I turn like this and kind of look away from my light source and how you see all these veins on my head and all that stuff. It's just not flattering. So right off the top, the way that the light is coming in is not right. If the light is coming in from camera left, she needs to be camera left. And this is such a dramatic scene. This is not a scene that you put a female in unless you're turning her face towards light. Look at what it's doing to her skin. Look at what it's doing to her skin, because unless she has perfect skin, look at how much better her skin looks in the shade than it does in the sun. So this skin is begging to be shot in shade. So all you need to do is push her back so she's not letting any light hit her face. Because you can see on this side of her face, that looks flattering. But this highlight on her nose makes you notice her nose. The highlight on her lips, it's not the right spot. And then what's happening right here with her skin, well, and then what's happening up here, like it's all because you're letting light hit her face. This is called mixed light, which we don't shoot in mixed light because it's not flattering. Everything else about the picture, the composition, yes, although she's way too close to the edge of the frame. She's way too close. You're biasing too much of, hey, look, I'm in a library. Like that's not the most important part of this picture. She is. So don't share the spotlight with the background. Just make her look amazing and center her up. The way that her feet is and the body, like I understand what you're doing, but for me, this is the wrong use of this location. And it compositionally, yes, it would work as an 8x10, but I need you to lock in, like mixed light is not flattering in any case. It's just not. So choose shade or sun. And in this case, the scene and what it looked like in the shadow detail when I zoomed up was begging for you to push her all the way into the shadow and then up your exposure for the shadow. And then let the highlights go where they are because she's now in shade so you can get proper exposure on her. I hope that helps. That was Mr. Matthew Stone. Matt Stone. Thanks for submitting that. All right. Next photographer on The Price is Right is JV. Here we have a shot of the Kenzo EBD home spec project. Sony A6700 40mm 2.8, ISO 400, f13, 1.6 seconds. Okay, 8600 optical snoot, gobo, blah, blah, blah. Okay, JV. Let's see what you're doing. JV, thanks for submitting. So, exposure, and balance. This picture is heavily balanced on this side. It's not centered. So if you look at what your product is and how close it is to the edge here, and then how close it is to the edge here, because look at my frame. It's offset, and there's no reason for the offset. Like, it's just offset like because you felt like it. So that in itself is throwing the image off. Okay, these the spray, like, product photographers, and especially new ones, go crazy with mist and like spraying their product. So I don't know what this product is, but I don't like, is it a mister? Let me look back to see what you're saying that this product is. It's shot of a Kenzo EDP. I don't know what this is. Home spec project. So I don't know what that is. And looking at the photo still doesn't tell me what this is. Like, I actually have to Google what it is that's in this photo. So I don't know what the fuck this is, dude. So like, what it's doing is increasing frustration, because I have to Google what is a Kenzo ED. Like, so it's perfume. It's perfume. So why not just say this is perfume or like fragrance? Okay, that's the first thing. Just tell me what it is. The second thing, if I look at what this looks like on the internet, I see that there's branding nowhere, but I also see that the bottle is blue-ish and transparent. So looking here, I don't see the blue. This looks black. And because it looks black, like, I don't like, and then if this is perfume, cologne, why is it misted? Why is it misted? Well, it's because it's in the bathroom. It's like, so I swear, every product photographer that is not making a full-time living should take your of every single product and just not do that, because you have to use intelligent imitation, Jay, when it comes to shooting. So find me one instance in their advertising of that bottle being misted. So they're not doing it. They're not doing it in their ads. So what we do when we're shooting brands like this, known products, is we Google them and we see what other photographers are doing within this space. And if you see how dynamic the bottle shape is, like, you're not showing that shape. If you look at the way that they're using the the way that they're demonstrating all the different versions of this bottle, I mean, that's a bad example, but this to me is the best example of that bottle. This is another great, like, so you have to go to the what's happening with this product. And one thing that's not happening, it's not misted. Second, it's not shot on black, because the black, it makes it so you can't see actually the shape of the bottle. So, and yeah, like these clinical little dots and stuff like that, it just doesn't fit this product. So for me, JV, like, you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard. What we do is we use intelligent imitation. We go to the product, we find the product, and then we see what the best instance of this product in advertising looks like. And then we try to shoot something that's better. And if you notice, there's not a lot of misting like happening in men's cologne. So if you even then go further and search men's cologne, you'll see it's not misted. They don't mist the bottles. So that becomes like, why are you misting the bottles? So JV, for me, this is a mist. This is a miss. And it's over misted. This container does not need to be wet. And there does not need to be, like, it needs a contrasting set, meaning a light set, or a blue set, which is the accent of the product that you see very slightly in here. But there's also a blue thing here and a blue thing here, which you didn't highlight. So for me, it comes from you studying other photographers who are hired to shoot this product, and then you shooting that better and imitating the stuff that they're doing and not doing stuff on your own. Misting perfume bottles needs to stop. I hope that helps you. That is JV. The best product photographers, and I'll show you the best product shooter that watches and that I help. You can see, like, wedding products is situational, but a majority of the time you're not spraying a product wet. A majority of the time the product's going to be seen not so just try to, like, get your head out of that. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, but it was in the bathroom, and but it's like, it's a set that you're building. And if you're trying to build a bathroom set, even still, it doesn't need to be all misty. All right, that's JV. This is Courtney. Had a busy weekend of shirt. Courtney Turner. Had a busy weekend. This one in particular stood out. Portfolio worthy, let me know. Z7 35mm 1.8 ISO 125 f6 1/25th of a second natural light. This is Courtney Turner. Courtney, this is more of a commercial image from you. So does it? Yes. You need to figure out a way to get rid of the plate to make this feel more like an ad. One thing that you'll notice when like, they don't show the plate, because when you're shooting this for an ad, the plate isn't there. Sean Thomas shot my car. He took the plate away. I don't know how he did it, but if you look at my Instagram and scroll back to a couple of blah ago where it was this, he took away my plate in the front and he took away my plate in the back. So if you look here, like, that looks way more like an ad because there's no license plate there. And if you look at the type of pictures that he shot of my car, it's very similar to the type of pictures that you shot of this Mercedes. So one thing to think about when you're shooting, like, and again, this is a really nice stance. The car looks great. It's a nice cover. It works in many different crops, Courtney. I just want you to learn how to, like, take this plate away and bring us back the bumper and the grill and everything that's under here. Once you learn that, that ups your value a lot, because again, people don't want to be doxxed because you can now just search this guy's plate and find his address and go steal his car. So that's important for you to be able to do. And I'm not talking just blurring plates. I need you to be able to take them out. So he tried to edit it out because the plate isn't flush. He kept messing up the bumper, so he just changed the plate number. So the plate number is fake. Smart. All right, I'm up to speed. Courtney, this is a yes, though, for me. This is a yes, though, for me. So yes, Courtney, that hits. And again, it's strong, it's clean, and it's a commercial image that you can use in your book. This is great. And it's a Mercedes. It's a really high-end car. All right, this is John David, we'll call him. John David, aerial images to help potential buyers see where the property is located in the environment. Okay, should I add this to my drone portfolio? Shot with the Mavic Pro 2 with a Hasselblad sensor, ISO 200, f 4.5 at 1/3 of a second. This is John David. John, yes, but for me, when you're sending me these pictures, rule number one is do not do that. Do not map out what this photo is used for. Okay, this is rule number one. Rule number two is I want the original proportions of this image because you've made this 16:9, so it's not formatted in such a way that I can look at it as a double page spread and look at it as a magazine layout or look at it in any of the other, because I want to see how you shot it, which means no cropping. Give me the photo so I can decide as the client how I will use it. And please, 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 please do not do what you just did here. This is the fact that my team missed that. We have a no text, no watermark, no graphics on screen. You do not need to map this out for me. Like, this is what it would, like, assume that I'm smart enough. Assume that I can put two and two together and I could understand that there could be a pin above a house. But what this does is just takes a photograph and it takes me out of it. And now I'm doing this instead of reviewing this photograph. Okay, so you have to follow the format. You have to. It is important to give me a 2:3 proportion image so I can look at the multiple uses of a photo. Do not zoom me in to 16:9. That is John David. Thanks for submitting, John. All right. This is Rafael Ortiz. This is Friday. An agency came in to update an actress's portfolio. Shot in studio. D850, 50mm 1.4, ISO 100, f3.5, 1/250 of a second. Okay, this is Rafael Ortiz. Rafael, let's have a look. To me, this is a bit kitschy. And her hair is a mess, bro. I don't know what's going on with her hair. If this is a headshot for a kid, it has to have, for me, some sort of an industry standard, which is usually vertical. I've never seen a horizontal headshot ever. And then the extra that you're doing with the Mylar, and like, it just ends up looking hokey and it ends up looking kitschy. And imagine you were shooting for Gap kids, right? You're shooting for Gap kids, and this kid who is like a young actress, well, then you shoot them like you're doing an ad for Gap kids or Indigo or Uniqlo, I mean. And if you look at what kids' pictures look like and what these kinds, like, it's very clean and also like believable. So like, there's so many things, Raphael, that's wrong with this picture. What's going on with her hair is just like, it just looks thrown together. You know what I mean? So it's not like a hairstyle was there. It doesn't look like it's been brushed. Like, it's just, I'm sure if they styled their hair like that, Raphael, you can say that doesn't look right. Because it doesn't look right. Who else is going to say that? Instead, you just say, okay, well, they like it, then okay, here you go. And then they love this picture, and then everybody's happy. But this is not like industry, like, think of a Gap ad. Think if she was going on a casting for like the Gap, right? And understand, her parents are not hairstylists. They're the last person to trust as far as what she should be looking like hair-wise for your photo shoot. So you saying they styled her hair like that is you just passing the buck on bad photography. It's you be just like, yeah, man, that's what they wanted. Okay, bro. Cool. You don't need me then here. You don't need me to, like, do you want me to just pat you on the back? Like, Raphael, if they styled her hair like that, that is a you problem. That's a you problem. It's definitely not, it's a you problem, because this has your name on it, which is you saying, I'm 100% okay with everything in this photo. And for me, it's kind of cheesy. The way that her legs are is not flattering. The way that her legs are leaning straight out in a V like that is not flattering. And the way that she's holding this is not flattering. Her hair, it's not flattering. And the idea is not today. So for me, Raphael, this is a no. This is a no. I would not use that in your book. And I wouldn't shoot that, because I use intelligent imitation. I look to see what's happening right now and what's the cool shit. And even with kid photography, you can't be putting out stuff like this. You just can't. It's like dated. So don't do dated stuff. See what's happening right now in 2025. It's 2025. This is the 80s. And we'd shoot way better than this right now. Sorry, Raphael, but this is a no for me. All right. Next photographer on the list is Natalie Bennett. I was able to have a photo shoot a couple of weeks ago with the model. Sony A7 IV with a 135 ISO 200 f5.1, 1/1000th of a second. This is Natalie Bennett. Natalie, let's have a look. Thanks for submitting. So Natalie, better light, better background. It's just, for me, it's the styling of this girl that I have an issue with, which again, I can't fault you, but you do have to have some rules when it comes to people on set. For me, rule number 1, no patterns. Okay? Rule number 1, no patterns. Rule number 2, if you're shooting a knit, something that is a knit, it's got to be brand new. Because look at what she brought you. Look at what she brought you. A sweater that looks like it just went through the dryer with a paper towel. Like, it looks like it went through the dryer with a paper towel. And you can see she has those bits all over her sweater. Now, I bet you could have seen that in real life and just said, you know what? Let's not use that sweater. So for me, that level of detail, I see it right from here. It's the first thing that I see is how busy her shorts are, how busy her top is, and how busy this is. So after I get through an outfit that I wouldn't use, then now I'm left with what's left in the photo. So I can compliment you on the composition. Okay. I can compliment you on the cover composition. I can compliment you on the light. I can compliment you on the crop. But just because someone calls themselves model, okay, this girl has not been in Vogue. She is just a cute girl, okay? But because someone calls themselves model, you cannot let go of all the aspects of, like, the most important thing, which is what she is wearing. What she's wearing. If she is a model, what is she modeling? Clothes. How are her clothes? Brutal. So therefore, what is she modeling? So if you get into a situation where, this is why we have stylists. We have a consultation to say, what are you thinking? And then you look at this and you're like, that sweater, don't bring that. Show me a bikini. Oh, that bikini looks that it's all worn. It looks like it's been washed. You can't bring that. Like, the last time I shot, I didn't shoot any of the girls' clothes. Any of them. Do you know what we did? We went to Edwin. I called Edwin Japan and I'm like, this girl's clothes are a nightmare. And it was the day of the shoot. The day of the shoot. She's here. And I'm like, horrible. And she had sent me the stuff. And even looking at the stuff, I'm like, this girl's got nothing. Because I want to see the clothes you're bringing before the shoot. So we went to a clothing store and I pulled clothes and then we shot those and then we gave the clothes back because her clothes. And the difference is we got something that I can use. So this is, for me, not acceptable as far as the most important thing in this photo is what she is wearing. And what she is wearing, she doesn't care about. So why are you taking her picture? Because she's just, she thinks that she's all that. I can tell. So for me, this is a no. This is a no. It cannot go in your book because of that sweater. And it shows that you don't notice details. Like, people pay for you to notice details. I notice everything. So that's why I would never shoot that sweater. And you have to have the same high standards when it comes to what your models are wearing. That is Natalie Bennett. Thanks for submitting, Natalie. Again, it's like such a good shot, but all you have to do is discipline yourself to not shoot anything that the model walks through the door with. Say no, I'm not shooting that. All right. David, it's very easy to submit. You go here and you sign up and then you pay money and then I look at your photos. All right. This is Malik Brand, shot with a UFC fighter, aiming for a bold hip-hop style portrait. I'd like to feature it on my website if it gets approved. By Carty. A73, 35mm 1.8, ISO 200, f10, 123 the second, shot with the Godox 8200. This is Malik Brand. Malik, thanks for submitting. So Malik, there's something I see right away on this. It has like an on-camera flash look. It has an on-camera flash look, although and the other thing that I see right away is this, and how this just needs to not be there. Like, look at how much better it frames when it ends right there. So I need you to see that when you're shooting, like that extra little bit of white, like take that away. So that means if the mat isn't going all the way up, it means you're too so stand on a crate, get on tiptoes, stand on like you need to now find the right height in order for that white to not show. So you can't make excuses and be like, oh well, that the things didn't go high enough. It's like, bro, no shit. Like when you're shooting these kinds of pictures in an environment, it is up to you to work within the space that you have and still compose stuff that looks fantastic. It's like, it's your responsibility. There's no excuses in baseball. There's no excuses in photography. Like, you took responsibility, you shot the photo. So that's the first thing that I see. The light placement for me, like, I don't hate it. It just looks too like on camera flash. But still, it has swag though, man. It has swag. I want that crop to be a little bit better. And I want you to be really watching your blacks, because I feel like your shadow detail is just washed out, and it has to do with what you're doing in post. You see down here should be jet black. It should be like this. Down here should be darker. It's down here in the shadows, but it's all kind of just gray. Do you know what I mean? So I want you to notice that it kind of, although it's lit right, there's something that you're doing in post that is making your work look not as good as it could. And when I zoom in, I see it looks gray. There's just an overall gray tone to it. And it's just because you haven't like zeroed in on what your contrast is supposed to look like. So you are under contrast dramatically. And I'm not sure if that's exposure or what you're doing in post. But Malik, I'm really trying to help you fix it. This is Malik Brand. Thanks, Malik, for submitting. These little strips up here, you got to take that away. You have to. It's super distracting. And again, I'm going to remind you, look at what this picture would look like if it ended right there. Look at the difference. And yes, you can do this in post. And yes, this is what it would look like on Instagram. But we have the ability to compose it like that and see already, like, let's not be the guy who's like fixing it in post. Because seeing this like several times in my Capture One library, like that would make me crazy. It'd be once and then I'd correct it, and then all the rest of the shots, it would be gone. So I could focus more on expression. All right, that is Malik. Let's get into Mike Graves. Mike shot an AeroPress coffee competition. Okay, is this something I can use for my portfolio? Even just you saying that, I'm like, why are you shooting something that's happening? Like, that's the thing that I'm thinking. Like, something is happening. You're there with your camera taking pictures. Why? Like, it's not you controlling anything. You're just taking pictures. So usually the answer is no. You have to make pictures. You have to be in control of light. You have to be in control of directing the subject. Like, you have to be in control. When you're in a situation where you're taking a picture, well, now you're an event photographer. And Mike, if that's what you want to be, like, okay, but the first problem is, why are you there taking a picture? Unless this company is paying you to do this. And sadly, AeroPress, like, this product just doesn't look that sexy. Hey, Monica Bell, thank you for the love. Monica has just donated $5. Monica, thank you for the love. You see the smoke right there happening? That's because of your super chat. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, Monica. So back to this AeroPress. I want you to think of all of the products in all the world. Is this the sexiest product to be shooting? Is this AeroPress the sexiest product to be shooting? It looks like it's worn out. It's not a brand new one. But so if AeroPress was hiring you to shoot this, but they would even give you a brand new AeroPress to shoot, right? So it's like, this is a lifestyle picture that you're trying to kind of make a mock ad, but like, why aim so low at like a product that costs $30? Like, shoot like a Louis Vuitton bag. Shoot something that, and again, when you're taking pictures versus making pictures, still, Mike, yes, this is compositionally good. And yes, you pulled something out of this. Clipping the bottom of the thing here. I don't know what this is on the table, this lid here. Again, I know maybe that's part of this, but the main product is plastic, worn out and not sexy. Your subject is good, but just take this AeroPress out and make it just a girl pouring coffee. And now that has, and make the now if this is the focus and not the AeroPress, well, and you can make coffee with anything. So now it has more of an actual application than this plastic thing. Like, for me, this is a no, Mike. This is a no. And the miss is, take this out. It's ugly. Focus just on that lifestyle picture. And again, don't shoot this while something else is happening, because you can't stop her. She can't do it twice. You're just now trying to get what you get, and that's not the type of photography that I'm trying to teach you to make. I hope that helps you. That is Mike Graves. All right, Mike. Nadine O'Connor. Marvin is one of the unsung heroes who built this country. A9 90 millimeter 80 ISO 800 f4 1/25 of a second. This is with a Sony A9. This is Nadine O'Connor. Nadine, thanks for submitting, Nadine. So Nadine, for me here, this is all about quality of light. This is all about quality of light. Now I need to look back to see, you didn't mention anything about light. So now we have the right crop and we have like the right feeling, because look at this as a cover. You're starting to get the right bang, like super punchy composition. Look at what this looks like as an 8x10. You can see it still works as an 8x10, although you're going to have to come down on his hat just a bit to balance so it's not too tight on his chin. So it works as an 8x10. But now that you have the composition locked, intentional light has to be the next thing, because you're using existing light and it's top down, and it's these pot lights which have a certain cast, and they put this like yellow kind of vibe like everywhere because of the color temperature. But then you have a little bit of daylight also mixed in there. So like the color balance or the white balance becomes like really difficult. Also the top down light, like the shadows that are happening on his face, you have no control over. So the next level is doing this in better lighting conditions. And when you're shooting it at night, you get existing light and it's never really good. I really want you to push back towards shooting during the day when you can, so I can get you nailed with the exposure, with the color balance, as well as the composition. Like, trying to do these pictures under whatever light that you find is going to not be a fun exercise, because I'm going to always hit you with color balance. And then when you put this collection of pictures together, this one's yellow, this one's kind of blue, this one, just shoot natural light and get really good at exposure. And it's going to help you so much. This is a really good effort with the composition, though, Nadine. I'm going to give you an 11 on idea and composition. I really light with intent is the next level for you. That is Nadine O'Connor. All right. So you guys know I do something called the Professional Photographer's Accelerator. My accelerator starts again on June the 22, but I've extended the application deadline. The application deadline was June the 7th, so that was Saturday. And I got good submissions, and we're in the process of approving those applications that did make it in on the deadline. But I was talking to Garan, and Garan says that he would like to have 5 to 10 more people in this next round of my accelerator. So hey, Daryl with the $5 dono. Daryl, thank you so much for the $5. There you go. How's it going, Daryl? Thank you for that. Appreciate you. So because my accelerator and because we pushed back the deadline, this gives you an opportunity. If you just go to thecartymethod.com. Oops, let me just do that first. Go to thecartymethod.com and go up here to accelerator. Just click my accelerator. Give me your name and email and click this thing, and I will send you the info session, which is going to give you everything you need to know about this particular round of the next accelerator. The cutoff time, though, is for sure Saturday, June is it the 16th on Saturday? I think it is. You can learn everything that you need to know about my accelerator, including the price here. And all you need to do is do this info session, and I will give you the application when you get to the end, and then you apply. This is an application process. Not just everybody can get into my accelerator. This is my highest ticket item. It includes Pro Lab, Portfolio Lab, my system. It's everything. And you'll learn all of that stuff if you watch the info session. Daryl Patterson, thank you for your dono. And let's get back into the show. This is Kyle Kiono. Hired for a 70th birthday event. Here's the max ISO. I set the max ISO to 2500, like you said last week. I said you shouldn't be going over 1000. Sony A7 IV at a 50 millimeter, ISO 2500, 7.1 at 250th of a second. This is Kyle Kiono. Kyle, thanks for submitting. Kyle, you've really locked in your composition and your ideas. I mean, this lady does not look thrilled at all. Like, at all. She's sitting for you, but she's just so deadpan. There's no light or twinkle or anything in her eye. But technically, this is such a good photo. I want you to work on your contrast a little bit. It feels just a touch gray. Feels just a touch gray, but oh my God, I'm very pleased with you and your composition and the repetition that you're starting to do. Kyle, this is a yes for me. This is a yes for me. Even if her expression is a little flat, what you're starting to do is establish your rules. I really like the light. I like the textured background. Yes, Kyle. This is now you're starting to get it. This is what I will call a great shot from you, my guy. And again, like, you notice all the nuances in her face. Like, the more I stare at this picture, the more I love it. Like, her deadpan look, it's like, I love it. Again, and I also like the fact that you were hired to shoot at this party, but you still tried to get some stuff for your portfolio. I'm knowing that your whole portfolio is not going to be people over 65, and that's not your niche and that's not what you're trying to do. But I also know that you need to make money right now. So you're doing everything that you can, and I appreciate that. Guys, that is a yes from me for Kyle Kiono. Kyle Kiono. Hey, Amond just became a member. Look at Amond here for 16 months. Amond says this. Amond says, the Carty method completely changed how I move, feel, and think day by day, layer by layer. Grateful to be on this path with you all. Amond, salute you, my guy. Thank you for that. Kyle, you're doing well, bro. I'm proud of you. Torrance Davis. I shot this natural near dusk light. Fuji X-T3 56 millimeter, ISO 2500, f4 at 100th of a second. Heyo, Steve became a member. Look at you, Steve. Let's get it on. Steve's up for 18 months. Let's get it on. Let's go, Steve. Appreciate you, my guy. Got lots of guys re-upping today. Appreciate you all. Thanks for becoming members. All right, let's look at Mr. Torrance Davis. Torrance, let's get it on. Torrance, this is a vibe. It's nice and easy. I think her head angle's up a bit. Her head angle is up just a bit and over. Square her chin up. Drop her chin down. The whole goal when we're shooting is we're not supposed to be able to see under there ever. And look at how strong this girl's jawline is. You have her now with her head at the right angle. Then we have now this super strong jawline. But because like you're letting her put her head up, you have to, if you hear me shoot, it's like chin down. Chin down. No, chin down. No, chin down. Chin, like, because people naturally, they'll start like this. And then they just go like this, especially guys, it's up and to the right. So you have to constantly be squaring their chin down. Because look at the difference between my head at this angle and, do you know what I mean? So head down is what we're trying to do. And you can see how she has her head up and over just a little bit. It makes such a big difference. Compositionally strong though, Torrance. This is a great background. It's nice and easy. It's light. The natural light feels great on her skin. Her skin is nice and goldy. You can see because she's now going up into the right, she's actually throwing the composition off of your frame. And like, although she is centered with her shoulders and her neck is in the center of her frame, like her head is actually throwing your composition off. You can see. So really, you have to correct that. That is up to you. Do not let people's heads go up too far. We're not trying to see up the nostrils. We're trying to show this jawline, and that doesn't come when the head is up. So this is something I want you to watch, Torrance. This is like, without the head angle, this is unequivocally a yes, 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 yes. I'm hoping that you have another frame where her head is a little bit down, a little bit better. I hope that helps you. Do you guys notice I got a new mic arm? Do you see this? This is mic arm number... doing a low profile thing. The other one I was freaking hating, this other mic arm. And it's, again, I still have it. It still works. It's completely functional. It's a Rode mic arm, which is very expensive. Like, it's rock solid wherever you put your mic, like it stays. But this one, this hydraulic mic arm is... I needed something. I'm trying to be Joe Rogan. So I needed something a little bit more serious. All right. So that was Torrance Davis. This is Frank Tom. Now we are getting into my Pro Lab people, my accelerator members, people who are in my system. These people, I judge them harder. I have higher expectations because these people have all the information that they need to make a working photography business. So the photographs and how I see their work in relation to their portfolio and their career is like, I just judge them harder because I know them more is a better way to say it. All right, this is Frank Tom. Considering adding this shot to my portfolio, I would appreciate your opinion. R5, 28-70, shot at 35mm, ISO 100, 1/2000th of a second at f2.8. Watch your F. Pro Photo plus Magnum reflectors. This is Frank Tom. Frank, you kind of are like showing off here. Like, are you flexing, boy? Are you flexing on me here, Frank? Small, yes, this can go in your portfolio, Frank, yes. You are composing on the thirds here. You did put this baller on the thirds. As you can see how you dropped him on the thirds. And you can see that he's begging to be pushed. Now that you see this, he's begging to be pushed like just a little bit more this way. Like drop his body right in here. And then now that bat end doesn't go across the gutter. And in fact, you push him over a little bit more and keep that bat end or catch him before he like, but the thing is you have the ball here, Frank, which is bananas. Like you have the ball here and you have the light down, Frank. Like this is such a phenomenal picture, but I am breaking your balls because like I want it to be even better, Frank. And again, as I said, you're like in my system. You are a Pro Lab member, and my level of expectation for you is even higher. So if I was to shoot this again, Frank.
Yes, sir, yes.
What we're trying to do is pull, and you know what? This is what we're going to do. Watch this. I'm going to break your brain. What we're going to do is we're going to see if we can crop. You see what happens? We just lost the ball. That's what I was worried about. As soon as I pull this in, I'm going to lose the ball. See, I can pull this here up and back just a bit. You can see that's where I want the composition to be, Frank. And you see how high up the ball is? So I really want it to like, can you see what you can do? Like you can see I want it to be there. So we are so close, but believe me, only an art director is going to see that, but that's exactly who you're trying to speak to, right? That's exactly actually who you're trying to speak to. This can, yes, go in your book, Frank, but I want you to like this overlay has to be locked in your brain when it comes to shooting double pages. But this is so pimp. This is so on the button. Let's just do a couple details. Look at the kid's arms, the logo on the bat. Exposure's quite good, although his up here in his chin, it's getting a little bit hot. But his helmet, I don't think you needed to shoot this at 2.8. You could have shot it at f4 and pretty much still got the same everything. The Adidas logo on the shoe. Like, Frank, this is a winner for me. This is a yes. But again, I'm still telling you how you could have made it better. Just watch that light placement, because it feels like the way where that light's hitting here is just a little hot. I wouldn't mind it dropping down to just a touch. I'm not sure what the modifier if you're shooting this raw, but it is so good. So good. That is Frank Tom, everybody. That's an 11, Frank, in case I wasn't clear. Still an 11, Frank. So good. This is Tia Dunlop. This is a retro theme. I wanted to go for a retro pinup look. 6D. I mean, wow, 6D. I can't believe I said that. R6, 50 millimeter, ISO 320, 60th of a second at 3.2. With a one Westcott FJ 400. This is Tia Dunlop. Tia, thanks for submitting. So you're onto something here with the car. I definitely understand what you're doing. And again, this client's paying you. Problem is that it's just because she's a bigger girl and it's like everything is kind of like crunching in when she's moving forward. It's just, we're losing, like you can see just here. It's just like, but still it's a cool shot. The gloves don't fit. So because the gloves don't fit for me, like she's not wearing the gloves because the gloves don't fit, they're too baggy, and her hand on her face, like, again, this is sort of like, I don't want my opinion on the idea to affect too much. The light that you have on her face is amazing. Yes, her gloves are a little bit too big, and the car though, the car is so dope. It works as a cover. Let's see if it works as an 8x10 as well. You can make it work as an 8x10, but you can see that you're going to lose the roof of the car. And the roof of the car, so much of that, the white roof, and that extra little like sun scoop that you have here, we're going to lose like a little bit of the detail. And obviously all of that white roof up here, or all of that up there. But yeah, it's still, Tia, like, this is a dope shot. I like it way better than your last idea. And I also know that you're getting paid to do this. You're honoring the ideas that your clients also want to do. And for me, this is a pretty damn good execution. You know what I mean? It's pretty clean. I would love to see what else you would do within this idea. For me, without that foot stepping out, now that gives us still you have the door open. But again, I'd love to see what else you did with this girl in this scene. I'm giving you an 11 on this, Tia. That's Tia Dunlop. Well played. All right, how's my time? This is David Holmes. David says, this is an actress returning to the stage for a current theater run in Chicago. What is my time? All right, let's just got to check the calendar here. My first meeting is at 2:30. Okay. So, this is an actress returning to the stage for a current theater run in Chicago. This is David Holmes, 5D Mark III, 50mm 1.8, ISO 200, 5.6, 1/200th of a second with a Godox V1. This is and a light wand. This is David Holmes. David, show me your photo. David Holmes. Let's get it on. So I don't see what the light wand is doing, but I definitely see what David is doing. And I like this, David. It's clean. It's wholesome. And to me, it really feels like you and your work. It's proud. Let's look at this as a cover. Like, David, this is a yes for me. This is a picture that could be in a frame. Like, this is a yes. Look at this as an 8 by 10. You can see we can just push this up just a touch here as an 8 by 10 David. This, you're starting to flex your rules now, David. You remember how I went deep in on rules a couple of weekends ago? You're starting to get it. You're starting to get it as far as what you have to be doing with your rules in order for your work to look like your work. This looks like your work, David. And for me, this is an absolutely a yes. Very, very, very well done. This is David Holmes, everybody. Yes, David. Yes. And if I didn't give you an 11, that's an 11, my guy. Yes, David. So good. Good shit. All right. This is Lamont DeSalle. Lamont says, thanks, Carty, for your time. Submitting a new image to add to my book. Z6 50mm 1.8 ISO 400 7.1 at 1/60th of a second. This is Lamont DeSalle. Lamont, let's get it on, brother. Thanks for submitting. So, you know what I'm going to say first? What I'm going to say first is, does this work as an 8 by 10? That's the first thing that I'm going to drop, because I can see that you're cropping this too tight. I could see that right from as soon as I saw the frame. I knew that this is too tight, right? Let's look at this in as a cover. You can see she's just a little bit high up in the masthead, but Lamont, the idea, the styling, these are nice. Like, the styling's good. She's nice and like, she's not really being pretentious. It's kind of just like an in-between moment pose, but you need to back up. You need to back up. And also, I think that because you're so tall, if you're standing, Lamont, you're too high. You're too high, because I can see the floor here. So you have this huge section that is floor. So essentially, if this is the seamless, your model's here, but you're here. You're still taller than her. So you're aiming down at her, which means that you see in your frame this, which you're seeing right here. So my suggestion was for you to sit on a box. Sit on a box. So you're now sitting and shooting, and she's now smaller. So you can aim, and guess what? That lowers this. So that lowers that horizon, and the shadow then catches it differently. Like, it just changes everything, and it lets you come in. I mean, you then angle her head to still be looking down towards you. So it's small things, but I know you're a giant. You're 6'2" or 6'3" or 6'4" or what. Like, so you have to sit down. You have to sit down. So when you're shooting a girl who's like 5'10", and then she's wearing heels, so now she's like just almost 6 feet. Like, you're still taller than her, but you have to lower yourself. So, and also a little bit stronger with the legs and that kind of stuff. That will lower her and emphasize the dress a little bit more, make her a little smaller in the frame. And you can just back up a little bit. I hope that helps you. This is Mr. Lamont DeSalle, but overall, Lamont, this is a good image. This is a good image. And again, yes, you can use it in your book, but this thing that I see, it's an ism. Like, you miss this crop almost every time. So this, you have to lock in. Back up, bro, back up. If you see the way that I hit my verticals, you can see, like, I give my stuff space. So you can see here, you can crop her neck anywhere that you want. I just try to give the space. I try to give space. So if it is going to be cropped down, it works. But you can see also, if you look at like how the pictures that clients choose for my tear sheets, like, they're often quite loose. They're loose, and there's space around the pictures. There's space around the pictures because of copy. So, yeah, again, quite loose. So that's something I want you to worry about when it comes to your framing. It can't be a centimeter. It's got to be like double that distance, and now we're talking. Okay, that is Lamont Sal. Again, giving you an 11 on that one, my guy. Good shit. By the way, if you're just tuning in, how many people have never watched me before? How many people have never watched me before that are in chat right now? How many people have never watched me before who are in chat right now? If you've never watched me, put your hand up. Put your hand up. I haven't reviewed that shot yet, Emmond. Please don't check it off. All right. This is our next photographer. Did a free shoot for a local restaurant looking to... Okay, so A7 Sigma 85mm 1.4 ISO 100 f5 at 1/25th of a second. This is Gary Rishi. Gary, thanks for submitting. So I just want to make sure that this frames up nice. You frame this up really well, Gary. I mean, he's a little high up in the frame, but it doesn't bother me because it's a double page. You left me lots of space here for the article about that guy. This is a yes for me. The light on him is good. It works for a bartender series. I mean, is this the best bar to shoot in? Well, no, it's a bit of a dive, but still, it's like you composed this in a way and you made a likable picture. Can this go in your book? Yes. Gary Rishi is back. Gary, thank you. I'm glad you're back, my guy, and submitting. That's a yes for me for Gary. Well done, Gary. All right. Who's never seen me? Put your hand up if you've never seen me before. We're trying to get these live views over 100. Right now we're at 60. Trying to get these live views over 100. And by the way, hit the like button. That helps me a lot. If you hit the like button, it pushes it out to more people. How many likes do we have here, Steve Bordeaux? Tell me how many likes we got. All right, and we got 5 photos to go. So, we got not much time for you to hit the like button to push this out to more people. This is Matt Carlson. Matt says, Carty, I consider this for my portfolio. This was from a photo shoot with my friend Paul in London in the rain. R6, 100mm, 2.8, ISO 100, f5, 1/25th of a second, natural light. Okay, so Matt's, I'm already interested in this because you're shooting in the rain. You're shooting under strange conditions. So I'm already like, my curiosity is opened. So let's see what Matt Carlson has done in the rain. Let's get it on, Matt. Matt, you have something here. For me, I would like you to emphasize the rain even more, but you shot this in an editorial style. I would love him to be squared up, meaning turn his shoulders so he's facing forward rather than projecting his chest somewhere else. Like, this energy comes from, like, project that to camera. Exposure on his face is over. This is over by 1/3. So his exposure is up. So we need to like drop that. Maybe not 1/3. It might be 20%. So it might be 2/10 of a stop rather than 3/10, or like rather than 1/3. So drop the exposure just a little bit. I really want to see him squared up. Like, I really do, rather than this, because again, it kind of has that feeling where it's like, hey, I'm trying to do something else, but you stopped me, so I'm gonna look at the camera, take a picture, and keep going. Like, no, square him, make him stop. And again, remember, 90% of magazine covers have like shoulders squared up, like they're shot straight on. I also want you to look at your photography, Matt Carlson. Let us pull up MATS, Matt Carlson. Why do I know? Because this is one of my people, right? And if I'm looking now at the rest of your work, like this squared up from this, and again, this is a redo. I haven't seen this picture yet, but this is great. I'm sure you're going to submit that to me at some point. But again, I want you to remember this guy again. You're shooting him again here in the same jacket. This is the same day. He's also turned away. Again, he's turned away. So this is a thing that he thinks that that's his best photo. And also look at the exposure here on him versus the exposure here on him. This is overexposed. This is exposed properly. So for me, this is a stronger picture than this one. but also look at how he's doing the exact same thing. The way his body is turned, the way his head angle is, like it's the same photo. So you have to undo it because he has locked in his head, this is my good side. This is how I look good. So he's doing it every single time. So you have to undo that and make him in your ism. Like this, where he's squared up, but I'm also now looking at 3 shots of him in the same portfolio. This one for me is a little gray, and we're not trying to go into a full portfolio review for you right now, Mats, but this picture is too gray. So what I'm trying to show is when you square up your subject, it just hits harder. So try to do that a little bit more. For me, the exposure here is a no. And again, I do like this location, but I really wish he was just straight on to the camera, hands in the pockets. Maybe he's got his arms, crossed and the jacket's over his shoulder. Like let's do a little bit more with him, because he is like locked into what he thinks his look is, what his personal style is, how he wants to look on camera. Like he's got so many of his own rules for being photographed. You have to undo that with this gentleman. Okay, for me, not until you fix the exposure on this picture can it go in your book. I'd love to see a fixed version of this. Mats Carlson. All right, this is Samuel. We're down to our last, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, last 4 photos. All right, this is Samuel Salling. So Samuel is an architectural photographer. He's moving on to details of architecture. This is A7 IV. Let's call it you're adding details of architecture to your portfolio. A7 IV, 16 to 35 at 34 millimeter, ISO 100, f13 at 1/50th of a second. This is Samuel Salling. Samuel, this is a yes for me. Thank you. This is a yes. This is a yes. Let me look at this as a double. The discipline here is really impressive, Samuel. Very, very, very good discipline. I want you to take one step back. For me, this corner and this corner is too close. It's too close to the frame, meaning when this goes to a magazine, this will be cut because they print over and then they cut down. That's how they get full bleed. So these corners give the client anxiety because it's too close to the edge. Okay. But other than that, look at your discipline with the center of your photo. Look at the reflection of this window. Like this is like an exercise in symmetry. This is a yes. Absolutely, unequivocally a yes from me, Samuel. Man, your Samuel Salling is like, bro. Yes, Samuel Salling. Yes, this brings me joy. Couple of small things up here that you can clean up. You see all these little dust things and stuff like this and this stuff in the, like, you can take away these small little distractions without losing any of the integrity of the picture. This is absolutely a yes for me. And an 11. If I didn't flag it as an 11, Samuel Salling, well done. Yeah? And again, Samuel's been with me for over a year. I'm telling you, we didn't get the movement from Samuel for the first bit, but, you know, life stuff happens. You know, you're thinking about life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. And also, this is his foundation. He comes from real estate. He comes from an architectural background and blah, blah, blah. But he wanted to be a people photographer. So he flailed at shooting people for quite a bit and really had no direction. And was kind of lost for months. Like 6 months, it feels like. And then he said, hey, I'm rejigging my everything, and I think I'm going to shoot architecture. And I'm like, where did that come from? Architecture. And he's like, well, that's where I actually come from. Like, that is my background, is this type of photography. I'm like, okay, show and prove. Put some stuff on the table. And this guy just started murdering. So it's been probably 2 months now that this guy is been shooting specifically architecture only. And Samuel, you have shown and proved. So well done, my guy. Proud of you. Samuel Salling. Marcus Mack. Helping my client create photography for his ministry. This is a portrait session, R3, 50mm, ISO 500, f4, 1/60th of a second, using one strobe and a V-flat. This is a Marcus Mack original. Marcus Mack. Let's see what this man is doing. Marcus, this is a vibe. This is a vibe. It's quite intimate, this portrait. Let's look at it as a double. Yeah, this hits for me, Marcus. It hits. Your proportions aren't exact. Your proportions aren't exact. You can see that you're kind of like a millimeter or two bigger, which means there's some sort of a crop that you did that makes this not fit exactly. But this is a yes. Other than the fact that he's pressing on his chin, like he shouldn't be pressing. He can have his hands here, but not like pressing on his chin. It's something that, again, when you're shooting portraits, you kind of learn like hands near the face, but not on the face, not on the face, not on the face, because it just pushes the face like really weird. And if you look at this self-portrait that I have in my contact list, like this is the exact picture that I wish that he was doing, where his hands are to the side. But if you look here, you see his hands are clenched and they're pressing up his chin, which makes him, he's already a big guy, so it makes him feel like he's like, you know what I mean? Which is not the message that we're trying to give. You're also covering his heart, that kind of bit, like you're covering with his hands. So again, it's just like bring his hands out, let him kind of come away from it a little bit, Marcus. Again, I'm just showing you like just a little way to vary that pose to make it feel more approachable and less like he's like squishing his hands off and pressing his chin, like, you know what I mean? And then again, it messes up his beard and blah, blah, blah. And you start getting into all of this other stuff because you told him to press on his chin, or you let him press on his chin. Skin retouching is amazing. Your composition is spot on. The non-distracting background, you got lots of room for this to be on 2 pages. Like, this is a yes in every way, Marcus. It's just, imagine if his chin wasn't on his hand and you just pulled his hands out and let them be there, but not so clenchy. You can see also he's doing this with his hands, like one is over, which is what we do when we're like, I'm going to punch you in the face. Like, that's how we hold it. When we're praying, our hands are like this. And when we're relaxed, our hands are like this. So the body language of his hands is not quite right with you having him with one hand around the other. And again, it's all this metaphorically, like, again, don't forget, he's a big guy. So it's like, you want it to be this or you want it to be this. You know what I mean? And imagine if his hands were like this and then on one side. So he's leaning and his hands are like this and he's talking about ministry. You know what I mean? It's way more like, rather than, you know what I mean? So body language says a lot in a photograph. And for me, I'm a master of body language. And this is what I think always when it comes to how you pose your subject. It's like, it's usually you have to kind of undo them. But if you're directing someone into a pose, you have to really think all the way down to like the tips of their fingers, to their toes. Like, you have to think of it like that. So important. All right, that's Marcus Mack. Well done, Marcus. All right, we're down to our last 2 photos. Last 2 photos. This is Mr. Sean Thomas. Sean, EOS R 55mm, 24-70 at 2.8, ISO 400, f8, 1/125th of a second, 1/125th of a second, shot natural light. This is Sean Thomas. Sean, I haven't seen any interior details from you for a while. I'm sure I know Welt. Welt. I know Welt for Porsche. And Welt, they do customizations for Porsche. I do know Welt. I do not know Rauer. But the interior of this Porsche, very nice. It's a vintage Porsche. This looks like it's a 68, 69. Like, this looks legitimately old. I don't know if you included any of the years or anything like that here. No, you didn't tell me anything. So I'm guessing. And it's also a signature wheel. Like, it's been signed. I see that. And it's like, Welt is like a Porsche customization house. So obviously, Rau Welt is like some sort of a collaboration, and you can see that this guy Rau actually autographed and numbered this car. So it has some sort of palmettes. Like, I definitely see that. As a cover, Sean, yes, this holds up. The gear shifter to me is because the way that this gear shifter is coming out from the dashboard rather than the console, it's not coming up straight this way. It comes out at that angle. And for me, it's a little bit too claustrophobic to the end. And again, this gear shifter is way more important than you think. I would love to see you shift your perspective just a little bit so we could get that view from driver perspective, like just a little bit. But this is really dope. And again, I like this a lot, Sean. I mean, everything from the gold detailing to how clean this interior is. I think I know what car this is, based on, but this also could be that Ferrari. Is this a Porsche or a Ferrari? I think that this could be that Ferrari, the interior of that Ferrari, because Welt, they are a German like Montsori or Mantai. They're like another. But I do know Welt does a whole thing on Porsches. So again, I still think that this might be the interior of that Ferrari. I'm not sure. But anyways, Sean, this is a yes for me. You need it in your portfolio. And just showing you what your portfolio looks like. And will it fit in your portfolio? If we look at what your portfolio looks like and some of your Porsche interiors, you can see how you're punched in just a little tighter on this interior than you are here. What we're also trying to establish is like your rules, the way that you do these. This is very close in angle. But I do like it, Sean, and it does fit within here. I just have a feeling that this is that Ferrari that you shot the other day and not a Porsche interior, based on this being a Porsche of the era interior. It could be. It could be. Yeah, it actually could be. It's hard to say. Hard to say if this is a Porsche interior or not. But Guy, this is a really good shot. I'm giving it an 11 on this one. And this brings us back to our last photo. Please stay to the end because I will be giving you next week's assignment if you make it to the end of the episode, and as well as telling you who the photos of the week are. So our last photo of the day is Amond Thompson. Amond says, this is Ashley with a flower. And this is a reprocessed image, which means I might have seen it again. Amond Thompson. Let's get it on, Amond. Amond, this is beautiful. I really do want the light just to be just a little bit more upper. Just looking at the catch lights in the eyes, you can see how if the eye is a clock, right? So you can see now that that light is very close down, like this light right here. You can see it's very close down to here. And if now I'm drawing that set, then I know that this is my subject, this is Amond in his camera position, and that light is right here. Like, it's really close, and I can also see by how tight that nose shadow is tucking that it's just off. Sorry, it's not here, it's here. It's just off to camera camera left like just a bit, and it's also not very high. And if it was high, it would go, that light would sky off and it would show up here in the pupil higher, but right now it's showing quite low. So I know that because of that, let's look at this at 100%. Because of that, this pupil, this tells me everything, exactly where the light is placed. And if you see this pupil and this light here at 10 o'clock, and then look at the shadow at 2 o'clock, you can see that this coincides with what's going on there, like exactly. So for me, the light is a little flat. Now, I want that light to not be at 10 o'clock. I want that light to be at 12 o'clock, and I want it to be higher. Okay, higher. Because what that's going to do is bring some shape to her cheeks here, because you can see it's happening on this side, right? But it's not happening on this side. So the light goes from where it is here up here, and then this nose shadow comes down here. Okay, and then we also get, you see how you're getting a little bit of shadow on that side and none on this side? We now get brow shadow on both, which makes her eyes pop even more. And the light doesn't look so flat. So for me, this light feels just a touch flat. Instead of side light, go front light and sky it just a bit, which is going to darken her chin under here, emphasize her jawline, bring you some butterflies on the cheek, darken you here, throw the nose shadow down under here, and overall make her face look even more beautiful than it already is. Okay, let me hide my ugly face. Let me show you the double page spread. This is compositionally perfect as a double. And you can see, I mean, truly, Ammon, the way that you compose this, it could be a vertical. Like, you could have just shot this as a vertical. Like, it didn't need to be. Sorry, let me hide that. Hide that, hide that, show this. Like, you could have just shot this as a vertical. Do you know what I mean? But you're just wasting half your sensor by not. If you can see here, it just fits perfectly as a vertical, right? So the only reason that you made it a horizontal is what? Again? Because it fits as a horizontal, I mean a vertical like this perfectly. There's no reason at all why it shouldn't be a vertical. So the only reason that you shot it horizontal is because you were trying to fit a brief, I guess. So I'm hoping that you shot this also as a vertical because you are using and wasting so much of the sensor. And this is a very nice cover composition. I'm giving you love anyways though, Ammon, because this is definitely a hit. I just want you to be thinking about the light and all the different aspects that I talked about in that photo. All right. Simon at the time was horizontal. Sid Ammon, of course. All right. So that was the last photo of the day. And I'm now going to have a look at my photos of the week while you look at this.
Treat everybody like a superstar. Famous people less like a superstar. I treat famous people like real people. I started as a photographer, I would say professionally, when I was 20. My brother's a fine art painter, heavy influence on me, and I couldn't paint, so when I discovered the camera, it was really easy for me to express myself creatively. Everybody's in the business of glorifying celebrities, so capturing them, it's already glorifying them by photographing them. So if I can get them a little bit more understated, I feel like it brings up the real. In 1997, I shot Tom York from Radiohead, most important picture of my career. In 2001, I shot Pharrell Williams for Peace magazine. Again, very important picture. Colin Firth, a week before he won his Oscar, career moving pictures where that picture propels a whole new wave of clients, a whole new wave of people looking at my work. I think pivotal career-changing pictures are more important than favorite pictures, because they're all my favorite. The whole idea is make good stuff and share it and do it every day.
All right, it is photo of the week time starting. The one they call Courtney Turner. Courtney, let's get it on. Courtney, that is a photo of the week. Sorry, I hit the 11 button, but that is a photo of the week, my guy. Courtney Turner, photo of the week, numero uno. Well done, Courtney. Very well done. Excuse me. All right, photos of the week is what we are looking at. Our next photo of the week goes to the one and only Malik Brand. Malik, let's get it on. Photo of the week, buddy. Very well done. Very well done. Congratulations, Malik. Photo of the week. Photo of the week. Photo of the week. Photo of the week. That's what we are looking at right now. Photos of the week. The best photos delivered to me today based on me judging you against you. And again, just the overall best photos of the week. We're giving love to this photographer. This photographer's been trying very hard, and I think you've started to nail something. You're starting to get there. I just need to get you shooting natural light instead of nighttime. This photo of the week goes to Miss Nadine O'Connor. Nadine. Yes, Nadine. Well done. Please more, but please during the day. Nadine O'Connor. Well done, Nadine. Next photo of the week goes to this photographer. Let's make sure that I got it right. This photographer, his name is Mr. Kyle Kiono. Kyle, it's photo of the week, my guy. Again, very stark. You're onto something. This is 2 weeks in a row with this same crop. I want you to do it for 2 months in a row. I promise you it's going to turn into something. It's Kyle Kiono. It's a photo of the week from Kyle. All right, this photographer. One slight issue with this picture, but other than that, this is a photo of the week for me. This is Torrance Davis. Torrance, that's a photo of the week for me, my guy. Congratulations. Again, remember all the things that I said about head angle, but yes, Torrance, yes, I see you. You're getting it. All right, that is Torrance Davis. This photo of the week goes to Mr. Frank Tom. Frank, yes, Frank, this can go in your portfolio. Yes, Frank, I'm extra hard on you because I see how talented you are. So I'm a bit harder on you, but yes, Frank, this is killer. Frank Tom. All right, this photographer, yes, this can go in your portfolio. This is Miss Tia Dunlop. Tia, yes, Tia, this can go in your book. Just remember, shoot a little bit looser for me. Shoot a bit looser. Shoot a bit looser. Tia Dunlop. Congratulations, Tia. Photo of the week. And where we go from here, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Not even I know where we go from here. I don't. Because I just, how do I say it? What's going on here? Hello, machine. Wake up. Show me more photos. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. What's going on here with preview? All right, we're going to have to quit this. We're going to have to quit preview because it's messing up. It's not doing what I need it to do. All right, we're going to open that back up. Sorry, I have to just reopen my photos. Apologize for that. And then get right back to where we were. Open up my photos. Yeah, this is really bizarre. I'm not sure why I'm not able to scroll through these. Okay, we were here. And then here, and then here at Frank Tom, and then Tia. Beautiful. All right. And then our next photo of the week goes to David Holmes. David, let's get it on, buddy. Very well done. Proud of you, David. This is a really, really fine image. I'm feeling ya. I'm feeling ya. I'm feeling like you're starting to feel yourself and starting to really understand what your style is. Well done, David Holmes. Well done. That's David. Who's next? This photographer, There's one mistake, but again, I'm gonna let it go because I made it such an obvious thing during your photo review. This is Lamont DeSalle. Lamont. Again, I'm still wanting to see location photography from you. I'm still wanting to see natural light on location, which is what I said you should be shooting all summer. This is Lamont DeSalle. All right. This next photographer hasn't been around for a while, but came back. Started submitting again. This shooter won a photo of the week. This is Mr. Gary Rishi. Gary, well done, buddy. Photo of the week. Compositionally strong. Now take this into bigger, better, sexier looking bars. All right. This is Gary Rishi. Well done, Gary. Who's next? Yes. Photo of the week goes to Samuel Salling. Samuel, well done, my guy. Very, very, very well done. Fantastic photo. Fantastic. It's insanely symmetrical. Very, very well done. Samuel Salling. And photo of the week for this photographer, because again, other than the small mistakes, this guy is starting to understand. He's starting again. Also, you have to remember, Jolt, JD, LT, welcome. Marcus, you do need to show me that you can shoot feet, that you can shoot full length. I've never seen a full length picture from you. Remember, we talked about this. Never seen a full length picture from you. And you're continuing that train of not showing feet. So prove to me that you can make a full-length picture at some point in the next 12 to 15 days. This is Mr. Marcus Mack. Marcus, photo of the week, buddy. Remember, our portfolios need to show a range from close-up, full-length, three-quarter, show that you can do any of the different kinds of photography that your client could want regarding people. Cool. That is Marcus Mack. We have a few more photos of the week. This one right here goes to Sean Thomas with this photo of the week. Sean, well done. Congratulations. Rau Wild interior. Well done, Sean. Again, I think it's a Porsche now. Now I think it's a Porsche again. But it also could be that Ferrari that he just shot because, I've seen all of the pictures so far, All right. Okay. Is this the last and final photo of the week? This goes to Mr. Ammond Thompson. Ammond, well done. Photo of the week. Well done. All right, guys, I hope that brought you value. Those are your photos of the week. But because you're here and hardcore and watching me and hanging on my every word, it is time for me to give you your assignment for week 24, this means it'll be due not tomorrow, but next week, Wednesday. So this is for next week. I'm giving you, I don't normally release this assignment until Thursday, but I'm giving you, because you're made it to the end of a Tuesday show, I give Tuesday people 2 days early to formulate what their idea will be before I drop it for real on Thursday. So for week 24, I want you to create an ad for Coca-Cola. Oh! Create an ad for Coca-Cola. I want you to design a horizontal image that captures Coca-Cola's brand values, joy, togetherness, refreshment. So if you're a people shooter, think about how you could use Coke as a lifestyle. Amazing, authentic moments, friends, family, sharing a Coke. If you shoot places, feature an iconic Coke branding in a lively setting. And if you shoot things, create a hero picture of a Coca-Cola bottle or a Coca-Cola can with crisp lighting and maybe a little bit of visual condensation. Now, this is a horizontal image, okay? Now, if you shoot cars, how are you going to incorporate a I would shoot a lifestyle image in a car where the people inside the car are having a Coca-Cola. Like, figure out how you can insert a Coca-Cola. And again, yeah, I don't want to hear any chirping from. We're shooting a Coca-Cola ad. If you shoot people, it's a person with a Coke. If you shoot cars, it's a car with a can of Coke. Figure out how to do it. Figure it out. I don't want to hear complaints. Figure it out. This is a horizontal image, which for the first time ever, because this is for a billboard, okay? This is for a billboard. A billboard. Center focused is allowed, okay? But it has to work with the image. Like, don't center focus on purpose. I want you, shoot it like you're shooting a double page spread and it'll still work as a billboard. But I'm saying center focus is allowed because the final activation is a billboard for this. It is a Coca-Cola ad. That is what I'm asking you. This is why this matters. Being able to shoot a Coca-Cola ad demonstrates your ability to blend a universal emotion with world-class branding, it's a skill that's valued by top commercial clients. And it's not Christmas. Please don't shoot Christmas. I want you to do something that fits within your portfolio. Don't give me kitschy shit or you're just going to piss me off. You know that. If you shoot something kitschy or hokey, it's just going to bug me. Because you're making fun of the assignment. Seriously. And if you do that, you're going to get judged accordingly. Raphael, you're on thin ice, bro. You're not one of the guys who's crushing it. So if you want to just keep mailing this in, do whatever you do, dude. It's your money. But trust me, take this serious so I can actually help you the way that I'm helping the other photographers here. I don't want to see a guy in a toilet with a fucking plunger. You see how quickly you amped me up by saying so no polar bears? Because again, you don't take this as serious as you should. You should be one of the guys who takes this as serious as a heart attack. All right. Guys, that is your show. I have high expectations. Don't mail this in. That is for next week. Thursday this week, I'm looking at your minimalist images. I have high expectations. And if you want to be a part of this madness, if you think that you got the balls to have me look at your photographs, if you don't have such a thin skin that you're going to cry if I look at your photographs and tell you that something you're doing is shit, then sign up. Sign up. I'm not a yes man. I'm going to tell you the truth about your photography. Everybody, you're probably the best photographer that all your friends know. And they're all like, oh my God, you're so great. You're so great. But you could be putting shit into the world, just more noise. So because I don't want you to put more noise into the world, I want you to put high quality photography into the world. Yeah, I judge you. I judge you accordingly because again, I am not your boss. I am your competition. And if you're not looking at your own photographs the way that I look at your photographs, guys like me are going to run circles around you. And believe me, most of the people in the industry who are working that are in the top 1%, they'd look at your photographs the same way that I would. You know what I mean? Only they don't care. They don't care enough. I care. I care and I want to see you succeed. So that is the end of Portfolio Lab. Please come back Thursday to see what photographers submit on Thursday for the minimalist assignment. I also will have a video dropping on Friday. And of course, we'll be back on Sunday for the Carty Method podcast. One love.
This live stream was brought to you by Pixpa, the best website builder for photographers and creatives, and Indie, the best way to run your freelance business, and by you, the members and subscribers of the Carty Method. Consider becoming a member for $5 a month to show your support for our content, and we'll reward you. You get members-only content every month, and Carty has the best emojis on YouTube, and you'll get that crown badge next to your name. If you're building your photography business, make sure you join Portfolio Lab. How ready are you to be a pro? Take the Carty Method Pro Photographer's Readiness Scorecard. You'll always find helpful links in the show notes. Sharing is caring. If this content has brought you value today, share it, clip it, post it to your socials. Curating and sharing helpful content makes you an expert. Even if the content you're sharing isn't yours, be a curator and share this content with your network. Find your creative and business genius with the Carty Method.